Your forecast from Fox 56 News, the weather authority.
Well, good evening and welcome back in. A quick update here for us as this strong to severe thunderstorm is entering Cynthiana right now. There's a severe thunderstorm warning in place until 7:15 p.m. This storm is working into Cynthiana, into Harrison County, but we've got this little notch right here, and that's a little concerning to me. I'm going to show you the velocity reading here in just a second. There has been rotation with this storm, so folks in Cynthiana, you guys got to get down. There's no tornado tag or even a tornado warning being discussed at this point. Now that doesn't sound like much, but when I show you this, you'll see here that when we have reds and greens coming together, that's not a great sign when it comes to rotation. And this is actually relatively decent rotation at that. So not to say that there's tornadic activity happening, but there certainly could be some developing or in the process when we've got reds and greens this close together in this tight of an area. Well, that's heading right for Cynthiana. There could be some pretty strong winds. There's certainly rotation within this cell, and we can shoot it from a couple different areas and see the red and the green are still pretty close there. If we go from the Wilmington scene, shooting a little higher into the thunderstorm, but still rotation, so the whole thing spinning up. Now that could also mean very heavy rainfall. It could also mean large hail in the mix, and that's what this severe thunderstorm warning is rated for right now. Kind of surprised that we don't have something a little more alert from this, possibly a tornado warning, but at this time we'll have to play it as it is. I would say if you are in the path of this storm, you need to be down in your safe space regardless, because that is certainly a signature that we don't necessarily want to be seeing with any kind of storm, and that means rotation. This notch right here is indicating that there is something going on. Plus, Chris Johnson had a picture of this storm when it was moving through northern Scott County, and it did have what looked like a wall cloud, something that is usually needed to get tornadic activity going. So my folks there in Cynthiana, please get down, get safe. This storm's knocking on the door for you right now. Heavy rain, lightning, thunder, gusty winds, all going to be possible, as well as that circulation that we'll need to keep a close eye on. The rest of us are just dealing with some isolated chances for storms. We've had a couple other warnings here tonight. Something else we'll see as we go throughout the rest of our evening. Just an isolated risk across the board, level 1 out of 5 for these storms as they move through here this evening. Now, Futurecast is not going to do a whole lot for us here. It's getting pretty good on the timing and location of the one storm, at least. Might be overdoing it a smidge, but watch as we progress through the night. A couple more try to bubble up for us here into 9, 10 p.m. Any of those could bring the wind, the hail threat. Obviously, there's a little bit of spin in the atmosphere to get that other thunderstorm spinning the way it is. As it moves to the north, we'll see that most things clear out for us. We'll start tomorrow dry, but there are more chances for severe weather as we head into our Thursday. Watch here now with our day tomorrow, a level 2 out of 5 risk for scattered activity. We're going to have a line of storms roll through in the evening. We're also going to see a threat for that as we go into our Friday. So Oaks Day is going to have some inclement weather opportunities, and unfortunately some of these showers and storms are going to try to leak into our Saturday Derby Day. Will they affect the race? Well, signs are showing that there might be some clearing by the time we actually get to Derby itself. But let's track out what we've got here as we go into our Thursday. A couple isolated storms in the mid-afternoon, really scattered and sporadic overall. The main line, though, is going to be a broken set of storms for us as we get into the later evening. We're talking about 6, 7, 8 o'clock by the time it finally gets here, and then those storms move on and we clear things out. As we roll into our Friday, it's a similar story for us, 6, 7, 8 p.m., another strong line of storms to deal with. We'll keep watching that cell that's going through Harrison County right now. Of course, 7-day forecast here for you shows that temperatures are going to drop a lot into the weekend as that cold front kicks up those storms and brings some chilly weather through Saturday and Sunday.